I was going to clip this tripod to the drawing board, and maybe it will work out. It'll be better than what. Because if you guys remember the first tripod like this one, the one that Andrea got me, I got pretty good angles with that. It just shook. It's okay. I'll search and I'll find it. I'll put it on my list. It's funny. After I got this one, I right away put another one on my list just in case. Hi, Shonda. Thank you for stopping by. Because I was kind of rough with the first one, and that's why it broke. It actually broke while I was talking to Danielle. Yeah. Ooh. Oh. How was your day, Shonda? Yeah, get off of here. Like I did everything I said I was gonna do. Went to the bathroom. I did the dishes, got my lunch. I just had potato salad, macaroni salad, and coleslaw. That's all I had. Oh yay! Did you see any good bargains? And then before you know it, I was falling asleep. Well, no. My brother went out to get something. I don't even know if he got it because he came home and he was home a few minutes. I didn't even know he came home. I don't think I was sleeping. I gotta tell you about this channel I watch. I must have been too much into it. One channel is called Mystery Recapped. Let's see if I can find the other ones. Oh, I watched Crazy Middles. Addison is back. She had COVID, and they kept her in because she kept testing positive for COVID. But you will sometimes be tested positive for COVID for a while after, and be fine. Yeah, Mystery Recap. I thought it was some kind of movie. There's another one. Let me keep looking. There's also called Series Recapped. Movies Recapped. So this. Oh yeah, that's when my mother used to get a lot of my clothes and stuff when there was like a clearance. If it was my size, I wore it. And I didn't complain one bit because I knew she was strapped with money. You know, all the money went to the things we need. No luxuries unless it's special occasions or if it was on really good price. Because one time she said she paid all her bills in the rent and she was broke. I'm like, then why are you buying cigarettes? Then you're not broke. She was okay, I have little money. Can't I get a snack? Then she says, yeah, I have that kind of money. She says, yeah, I got that kind of money. I mean, for luxuries. I'm like, oh. Oh, okay. So, no money for luxuries, but for like snacks and food we do. She goes, yeah. I'm like, oh. I got so confused when I was a kid. She's going to try and keep. I had to answer a comment. Yep. I read five chapters? Or 4 chapters today. I got to 5 and 2. So 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 chapters? No, I've read more than 2. 3. Shh. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah, I read 4 chapters. I could have went on, but I kept coughing, so I'm done. Let's see how far it goes. I'm not looking at the words. Epilogue is the last. 110. Good Lord have mercy. Don't. I'll stay there. Oh, okay. Well, that's not that bad. If I can make myself read 10 chapters a day, which those chapters are not long at all. I can get that done in 10 days. Well, yeah, if you know what the words are. Okay. That is a hammock, but this is a tree. See the counter there? There's a table there, a bed, books and stuff. See, that's why I want to get a different. I can pull it way back here, and you guys can see the whole thing. I don't know if to finish coloring the rest or get on to something else in here. Not Robin, sorry. Shonda, do you remember, what's her name? How could I forget her name? Angela. She used to come in here all the time. Like, well, a while back. She always went to the Night Owls trivia. It's sad. She passed away quite a few months ago. Yeah, she had cancer, and I found out. Well, we all. The Night Owl found out too that she died back in January or February or something like that. I'm like, oh, that's heartbreaking. Yep. What I'm doing here, put my finger at the edge of the page, is to help stop the pencil from going off the page. Then it helps not make it a weird end up there. I remember coloring in something and explaining to the teacher why I was doing what I was doing. We were coloring in shapes and cutting them out. But she was screaming at me, stay in the line. It says, but we're cutting them out. It'll still look neat. Well, fine. So I took a long time. She says, you're taking a long time. I went, well, you want this perfect, so I'm trying to get it perfect for you. She whispers in me. I never told my parents this. She whispered in my ear, she said, color the damn picture in. And I just burst out crying. And then she hugged, I'm sorry, but just color it in. I'm like, why bother? So I color it in messy. There you go, it's colored. Oh, wait, did I think my father walked in like a minute, like a 30 seconds after she said that and said, Michelle, your doctor's appointment. And I was like, he could tell I was crying. And I told him what she did. My dad says, don't worry, today's over. She's probably having a bad day. And the teacher was acting like Michelle, have a good day. And they was walking out. He says, don't be rude, say bye. Bye. And I walked out. And he goes, what happened? I told him, says, well, that's not right of her. He says, sometimes people have bad days and she says, he said as well, let's see if she's like that all the time. And I said, not usually. I don't know what's wrong with her. You know, that person, I don't know what her problem was. She turned like that and she was always so uptight with all of us all of a sudden. I mean, then I found out she was just cranky. So, she was just cranky. Why? Well, she was pregnant. So, I seen her tummy grow. I'm like, oh, she goes, why? Why, you were so mean to me that day. You were cranky. She says, what do you mean? I went, your tummy's growing. Oh, you can see. You might as well tell everybody. That's why you were cranky. She goes, I'm sorry about that. It's okay. Just don't make me cry again. My daddy will be upset. Yeah, that's another thing. So after the vacation, I won't be back. I know you have to either teach or be a mommy. And she says, will you ever be a teacher? I went, probably not. But I didn't even know. She goes, you want to have babies? I went, not really. I get picked on a lot. I know how they act. If my kids ever act like that, I wouldn't be happy with them. And the teacher's, oh, well, you teach your kids not to be like that. Says, how come their parents didn't do that? Says, oh, they probably did. They're just disobeying them. Now, we never named them by name, and that person that was being mean to me says, it's not nice you talking about us. I'm like, how do you know that I was talking about you? Guilty conscience. Well, are you feeling wrong? Or sorry or something? I said something. And then she said, yeah, guilty conscience. Yeah. Well, she was pregnant, so I went, that's why she was grumpy. So I told my dad, he says, aha. I went, yep. Called the damn thing in. So every time a teacher was like that with me, I put it out of my. I just didn't even listen to them, literally. Because it's one, will you effing hurry up? I'm like, are you grumpy today or something? Well, we want to go to recess. I'm like, why? It's only 9:30. Recess is at 10:30. Well, in her class, her school, I guess, the last school this one woman was at, they had, they did a couple mornings exercises and stuff like that, went to recess, and then started the work. I'm like, I thought recess is from for when you're done with the morning assignments. Then you have quiet time until lunch, and then after that is afternoon assignments until it's time to go home. Remember, I lost my balance and I fell. Teacher told me loud, "You got an attitude." I said, "No, you do." Yeah. Why? Because you fell? You have an attitude? Everybody has an attitude. It depends if it's good or bad. Told the teacher that. Says, "You got an attitude." I went, "Everybody has an attitude. It depends if it's good or bad." And I sat down. He sat down, he goes, "Yeah, you're right." I'm like, "Yes." And right now yours is not nice to me. Well, with Ellie and Jared, she just told her sister Julie and a couple other family members. I'm wondering. I don't know if anybody here watches Ellie and Jared, Ruby and 8 Passengers in Bonnie Holine. They're all sisters, but why hasn't Ruby been in the picture? I'm gonna have to go watch 8 Passengers and see what's going on. She's never mentioned, she's never around. Well, I wonder, did you hear it? It's like in the crack. Spread them open. Sometimes where the crack is, you can't help by not. That's moss. I have the blender. I can't get this. I can't get that. Go light. Oh, and my coloring book, man. I used to leave a good amount away from the crack. My dad says, "You left all that." I says, "It gets messy when you try to color that." So I colored it. He goes, "Oh yeah, okay, I see." So he taught me with this one book how to break the bind. So I did that with the library book. He goes, "No, only your own books." I went, "Oh, it wouldn't stay open." So he had to buy it because I broke it. Like, it's not broken. You can still read out of it. He said that counts as a birthday gift. I went, "Okay." He says, "I was going to get you that anyway." My mom was like, "Hey, he saves us a little money." "No, we have to still have to buy it." She goes, "Oh yeah." I read that book so many times. Yeah, I said I didn't read much, but this book was, it was funny. To tell you the truth, I can't remember the name. Otherwise, I'll tell you the name. And don't think the first layer of the brown has to be perfect. You're going to be putting a darker brown over to blend it and everything and shadow it. And you're going to use the blending stick. Thank you. What's it? Okay, the tree's done. Well, no, the tree's not done. I gotta color inside a little bit. And one time my mom bought a 3-inch charger cord. Look, it was $1.99. I went, no wonder. Oh, that's long enough. I put it plugged in the wall, and I was like leaning down and watching the video on the. Oh, you should get a longer one. I'm like, well, this is the one you came home with. Well, you said 3 inch. I said 3 feet. It's ridiculous. Oh my god. I joked with my brother, it's the wrong one. When he got me mine, I went, no, it's okay. It's the correct one. I'm just joking. It's sad back in the day when you hear someone divorced and getting remarried, they thought that was horrible. I'm like, my grandma says that's wrong. When you divorce, you divorce. I'm like, well, that's sad. What if you're 20 years old and your husband just ups and divorces you for no apparent reason? You got to stay alone for the rest of your life? That's horrible. It's funny on the Daily Tribe. There was no, not the Daily Tribe. On this other channel, the father's from Uganda. He adopted 2 boys, and he's a foster father to a little girl and a little boy. And I guess they can't show the whole face on the camera, so they wear sunglasses. Hi Sierra. No, I did not forget your name. It's just like I went to say your name, the golden sniper, then a wolf was gonna come in, so I just stopped, and then see it said Sierra. I guess I'm going to be doing school until I move. Also, she gave me my money. Don't know how much, but at least I have it. Well, that's good. At least you got your money. This one woman asked to store most of her kids' stuff in one of her closets. She goes, "Yeah, sure." And the kid forgot her wallet in one of the bags. She went right over, and she was already looking through the stuff. And so they decided not to store her stuff there. They took it all out. No, half of that stuff's mine. I had some stuff in there. She goes, "No, it was empty." She was already starting. And her daughter's billfold was already in her back pocket. She was a thief. It fell out, and the kid just picked it up, put it in her pocket, and says, "Okay, I'll help you, Mom." And they put it back in because they put it in the car, but they figured put it with her because they were having the place renovated. And the daughter says, "I'll just put it in my closet. Don't worry about it." So they put it all in her closet. And there was a little room for a chair, and she would sometimes sit there, plug in her phone somehow, or her iPad, and just watch it on there in her closet. Why? Because to get rid of to get away from the construction. Mm. Oh. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, my brother said today was supposed to be in the hundreds. Not, well, the 100 index. And he indexes 100. These are chilies, so when it's time to color them, I have a choice between red chilies, green chili. Oh, green. Damn it! Stop it. Green chilies or red chilies. I had a towel under it, but it wasn't working out. It would still move. At least I'm not using markers. Plus, I need the towel, so that's why it's not there. Oh, at least you got a little rain, so. They say don't go out and burn the trash. Yeah. My dad said that's how they got rid of their trash when he was a kid. They burned it all, a burn barrel. Why don't we do that? Because a lot of the paper can turn to ash. That's one of the reasons why I will not move to California. Earthquakes and fires. This summer, my mom knew that moved to California. She goes, the time that she was there was two small, well, it was small earthquakes and 4 fires. They go, yeah, it's time to, it's natural around here. It says, if anything comes on my property, I'm selling and I'm out of here. And that person told us, says, if everybody did that, there'll be nobody in California. Well, it started at 2 clocks. It's supposed to end at 8. I'm guessing the roads are getting filled with water. It did that during the winter too. Ugh. Imagine a water main break during the winter. Mm-hmm. It was all one year. Someone hit the fire hydrant. It was really cold outside, and it went all over some cars. Those people had to wait for a warm day to get in their car. Because if they can just get in their car, they can stop the car, put up the heat, and just wait for the heat to melt all the ice. God's in control. That's it. Same thing about if you're expecting a child and it's going to be born with some things wrong with it. And then I almost said teacher. Then the doctor will say, could terminate. I said that to my friend, and she says, I'm not in charge. I'm not in control. God is. So we'll leave it up to him what he wants to do. Maybe that's your way out of it. But she says that doctor says, I'm not looking for a perfect child. I just want to be a mother. And she never went back to that guy again. She found a good doctor that says, your baby will probably live longer than me and you put together. The baby didn't have legs. That's it. They can work. He had everything out. I think he had stubs, but not full legs. Plus, it was early yet. One time, me and my brother and sister was going to my dad's house just for the weekend. Me and my me and my brother each had a grocery bag with 2 outfits, our pajamas, underwear, socks, toiletries. And me, I stuck coloring book and crayons in there. My mom says, "You taking them? I'll take them back." My memory says, "Michelle gave coloring books and crayons." Yeah, they're right there on the table. Oh yeah, I believe in yeah. She laughed at me. But I put that in the bag, and my dad made sure that night our clothes were sparkling clean. My says, no, I'll do them at home. So she's the only one that went home with dirty clothes. And my mom says, "Why didn't you do yours?" My dad said there was a room. I'm like, "No, that's not true. You told him no that you were gonna have mom do it, or something like that. I can't remember. You said you're gonna do it at home." And mom says, "Well, here's a soap. Go ahead, go start washing in the sink." That's how we did it in that house. If we wanted a certain outfit for the next day, and it was early enough, we would wash it out in the sink ourselves. I got so used to that. Saved money for a long time. Me and my mother did that. Now, if we spilled something on it, we'll pre-treat it and try to get it out by hand. And if that didn't work, then she would bring it and get it washed in the washing machine. But not when you just wear stuff and that's it. I would try to remind myself to, once I get into my pajamas, to rinse it out and just hang it up. Well, wash it and hang it up. Some doctors don't have common sense. I say why they went to college. That's it. Is that a tree as well? Do you have romantic country? Or is that on ground? I think that's wood. I think that's a part of the tree. Well, there's a door on it, so they didn't draw no grass on it except for the leaves. So, and it has characteristics with the wood, so I'm guessing it's part of the root, part of the tree. So I'm just gonna color it as it's part of the tree. Oh. For supper, I might make two ham and cheese sandwiches with a lot of lettuce because I gotta use it up. You know what I did one time? My mother thought I was weird. We had some lettuce left and we had to use it. So, okay, let's see if it's still crisp. It was crisp like always. I think she thought it was older than what it was. It was a big wedge of it left. So I put it in a big bowl. I put the remainder of the vinegar in there and I put it there for 2 hours. And she thought it was weird because right over the bowl I picked up the lettuce and ate it just like that. Oh, I put salt and pepper on it too. That was good. She goes, "What are you doing?" You could have made a salad with it. I'm like, what else is there to make a salad with? She goes, that's true. But yeah. Unless he has something planned to cook. Obnoxious people revving the engine. This one guy thought it was all hot for him to rev the engine. I'm like, shook my head in disgust, and he goes, he put his head down like as if to say sorry. I waved. He didn't do it again. Well, not at me. Well, not so far. I want a color from a book I want a color from. And that's Mystic World. Or Mythic World, whatever it's called. It's weird. They said some people. I was asking the kids if they watch certain cartoons. The mother went, "My kids don't watch that garbage." I went, "What is cartoons?" Tom and Jerry. That's funny. Looney Tunes. That's funny. She insists that they swear. No, they don't. I'm like, where have you been? Planet Pluto? She didn't like that. Where's the home? I should have done inside darker. Yeah. You know what she said? I couldn't believe it. She was, yeah, there's something they're gonna watch tonight with me. Well, what's that? South Park. And what? You're gonna let them watch South Park, but you didn't want them to watch Looney Tunes. I mean, you got something messed up there. She was, why? Well, I went, no, I'm not gonna tell you. You go find out for yourself. I would not tell her. I went, you watching it tonight? I went, yeah. I'm working tomorrow at 6 a.m. I want you here at 7 a.m. to tell me what you think about it. She comes in, I'm like, oh. I'm like, mm-hmm. South Park is horrible. So I'm going to do Inside Darker. That's sepia. One day this week, I looked at how many times I streamed. I did devotions and then 2 lives that was only like an hour long. I'm like, wow, I was not into it then. I don't think that many people's into watching live streams today either. I just realized where I must have got Mary Higgins Clark the first time. The Two Little Girls in Blue I'm reading now. I think I got that from a store called um A Buck a Book. which a book only costs $1. Everything in there costs $1. I used to go there when my mother says, "Here's $25. Go have fun at Buck a Book." I'm like, "Yeah." I says, "I need money for the bus too," so she gave me money for the bus. I went in there with. I came home with so many things, and out came one book to read in Mary Higgins Clark. I had that like a couple months, and I realized. All right, bye. Then I realized I didn't read it yet, so I was reading it, and we had a big inspection. So I put all my new books back in the bag because that's what I kept them in. Put them in the corner, and everything was so neat in the house. I'm like, we're gonna. I was like all antsy, and she goes, "Go downtown." It was right after my birthday. You got your birthday money. Go to Buck a Book. Go have McDonald's. So that's what I did. I forgot my book, and I never seen that book again. It says one of the inspectors took my book because it was on my bed. Yeah, I noticed it, and then all of a sudden it wasn't there. I'm like, okay, guys, I'm going to be coughing. I feel a coughing fit coming. I'm just going to end this. If I feel better later, I'll just come on. Now, just to remind you, this is just allergy.